This is Bucky with Potters Potties. We're going to display our cleaning procedure at Potters Potties. At this point, the unit has already been sucked out, so we're just going to add a blue chemical to the bottom, and since it's winter, it takes a little longer to break down, so we're going to put that in there at this point. Next, what we're going to do is spray down the unit of all loose material that might be able to come out with just the water, spraying it. At this point, we're going to identify if there's any graffiti, and if so, we're going to use Vanish, which is the orange bottle here, and we're going to spray the graffiti. In this case, it would be a Sharpie off of the wall. So we're going to let that sit for a little bit. Next, we're going to use urinal cleaner, which is the pink bottle, and that just goes into the urinal. And that's supposed to prevent scale and buildup in the urinal. Next thing we're going to do is just use soap and scrub down the entirety of the unit. And in this case, we're going to use the blue soft brush because there's not a lot of buildup or concrete or anything heavy that we have to take off of the unit. As well as the bottom of the door. There are a few areas that are easily overlooked, which number one could be the urinal. You want to make sure you scrub that out with soap. And then below the hand sanitizer, sometimes there ends up being buildup of mold there. So you want to pay extra special attention to that because it's not easily seen when you're looking from the outside of the unit. At this point, we are going to take our hose once again and spray off the rest of the unit with the soap and the Vanish chemical that we sprayed earlier. As you can see, it's taken the Sharpie off. At this point, the interior of the unit is ready to go and cleaned. As you can see, there are a few spots that are left here. Looks like asphalt. In this case scenario, we don't have anything to take off asphalt, so that's going to stay there on the unit until it gets back to the yard. And so now that the chemical inside has been dissolved, so we're going to add 5 gallons of water to the chemical. The last thing we would need to do before we close the door of the unit would be to replace the toilet paper. We're just going to act like that's already replaced. And we want to, another thing, we want to take bleach. If this was in the summertime, there would be mold buildup just due to the humidity inside the unit. So we want to take some bleach and spray inside the doors where it would build up, and possibly on the roof at times. We would want to use that. And lastly, the outside of the unit, we want to inspect that for any damages or mud on that, and just repeat the process that we did on the inside by scrubbing it off with soap and just making sure it looks presentable on the job site. That's it.